Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Well, I don't know if you know, but it is said that Meg Thee Stallion is pregos. I am so proud of her. I don't know if I'm proud of her, happy for her, because when anybody gives life, I believe it's a wonderful thing. I mean, we get caught up in how the baby arrived, but it's a soul and it wants to be born. Okay. So I don't know how true it is, but if it's out there, she haven't dispelled it. I believe she is. So with that being said, I want to do a reading on Meg Thee Stallion. And with that being said, I want to do a reading on Meg Thee Stallion. I had it, but now I lost it. But this is what I'm going to say. Miggity boo, boogity boo. Meg Thee Stallion, how are you?
Okay.
Baby Cone is encouraging me. Okay, so with that being said, did I shuffle these cards? I had shuffled them before I came on, okay?
She did.
I really did. But anyway, if you want me to shuffle again, I will. But you can't answer that. You just have to trust me that I wouldn't lie. Anyway, with Meg Thee Stallion here, I see a king. So I see a king. But I'm getting the presence of this is a male king, somebody that's very strong in her life. I'm also getting here, this is somebody that she's giving to. This is somebody who she's trusts, somebody she's giving. Like I see the King of Cups. You can't see it because of the light probably. But I also see the Six of Pentacles, and she comes in as the Six of Pentacles. So I see her as someone who, I see her as someone that she's willing to give, that she's willing to share. He makes her feel like she's the best thing since cold water. That's the best I can do it. Because when you are King of Cups, that's all about love. It's all about emotions. And when I'm asking, is it good? Then you see the Six of Pentacles and you see her just giving freely, giving him, just giving, balancing it, making sure it's balanced, but giving out of her joy, giving out of her what she had. Sometimes we give out of a negativity, but when you had the King of Cups and you had the Six of Pentacles, how can that be negative when you're giving out of plenty? It's like she's got a lot to give, a lot to give. She's like, out of the six, she's willing to give out of that. And it's like she's trusting him she's trusting herself with him. She's trusting herself. She's trusting her life with him. He seems so much bigger, but she seems like he seems so much bigger, so much grander, but she seems like she's so much passion and that she has so much to give. And I see the wands. I see the Ace of Wands. So I definitely see new beginnings. I see a lot of energy, a lot of creative energy. I see a baby. Yep, I definitely see pregnancy. I see a lot of energy, a lot of fiery energy with earth and water. In other words, this is just not a sex relationship. It's more to it than that. It's some kind of where she respects him, like, and where she makes him feel stable or sturdy, or she makes him feel strong or confident. And in return, he makes her feel loved and appreciated. That's what I'm getting. Here on the side, my cards chose to go their own way because I did the brain first, the upper stairs. But nevertheless, to the side, I see work. I see this 7. And even though I see a 7 of pentacles, and even though I see looking at their relationship as a relationship of bountifulness, it is not 100. They have issues. It's still some things in it, since I'm reading about Meg, that she is not 100% satisfied with. There are some things that are going on in her physical life and her general life, with things that she's not all the way comfortable with, that she could be troubled about. Like a little trouble, a little insecure about it. And to her left, I see here she's standing strong. I think that she knows what she wants, and she knows that she can be a king to that queen. But I'm still getting the impression that there are some things they don't talk about. I don't see them. They looking in the same direction. She's nurturing. I see very much pregnancy. I definitely see that she's pregnant. I definitely see it. Whether she is or not, I don't know. The cards are pointing to pregnancy. Pregnancy. And when I'm looking at these cards, I'm looking at her, I'm looking at the emotions, I'm looking at everything. I just see in somewhere that they may be on the same page, but I don't think that they really, I don't think that, or maybe when they try to get deep and talk, maybe it becomes too emotional, because I see that they looking in the same direction. I see that they want the same thing, but I don't think that they communicate as well as they should.
Okay.
I'm picking that up. And this is why, because this is the king and this is the queen. And if you look at it, I don't know if you can see it, they're not looking at each other. They balance. You got the male and the female. You got one that is very, very earthy, right? Very fiery, very energetic, sexual, lovable, inspirational, all those things. And you have him who's more subdued, laid back, more careful, got more of that Scorpio energy. Look at their signs. And please, thank you.
Yeah.
And so I definitely see that they're balanced, but I definitely see that they could balance real well, but I do see that they could have some work on their communication skills. Maybe talk about some things. And maybe sometimes in relationships, you talk too much, you talk yourself right out of a relationship. But then again, here we go again. I see the 12. I see a hangman. Again, I see that there are some things that they still working on in their relationship.
They're both Aquariuses. The Aquarius male and female.
Okay. But she's more fiery and he's more subdued. Do you know when is his birthday?
Let's see.
The date? Because if I can find a date, that could really help me out. What date? Do they say the day?
Yes, he was born on February 8th.
So he's cardinal.
And she was born February 15th.
So she is fixed. So that's where the fire, and so she's fixed fire. In this situation, she's fixed fire, and he is what was he?
Cardinal.
He is cardinal cups, emotion, water. So I think that they can, because water and fire good. Because water needs fire to cool it all. It does. And it gives water that's complacent. It moves when it has to, but it's in its same large, but it's in its same space. It's not free to go up, and it can, but it will always be in a body of water. It can't live outside of itself.
Right.
Whereas fire, it can fire on water. It can, if it have oil, anywhere where fire can burn, it will burn up to the flames. And the waves can only go so high. So in that case, I can see the balance in their relationship. But I also have to say, because it's cups and it's emotion, and because it's fire, and because the 12 came out, which is the 12, which is the hangman, that let me know too that they can also get caught up in illusions.
Okay.
That lets me know that too. By not always dealing with things, by putting things on the back burner. That seems like that's a lot going on lately. And you have a question?
Let's see. So, okay, interesting. According to Google, Klay Thompson, that's the boyfriend of Megan Thee Stallion, they have been dating around 5 months.
Oh, it's so young.
Yes, because they started dating in late 2025.
And she pregnant?
So I had to look it up. So I'm saying, I don't think they've been together long.
Is Meg Thee Stallion pregnant? I see a pentacle. It says yes. Pregnant, probably with a boy. That's what it says.
I think she would like that.
Pregnant with a boy. But I also see that it's dark times with this pregnancy. Because this pregnancy come in on a dark horse, a black horse. So we're just going to leave that alone. I just see some darkness around that. So we're going to leave that alone for now. You have another question?
Yes. I want to know, how is their compatibility with each other?
Yeah. I just see it's a lot of energy, a lot of sex, not just sex, but they get along. You know, you connect. And it's hard to find somebody you connect with on so many levels. And I think that it's so new. It's so new for the both of them. It's new. It just seems still new. Like they really don't know each other. Right? Like I said, they ain't really talking.
Right.
They ain't really got that real deep. And if she's pregnant, that's not good. No.
Right.
But the black horse show up. She is pregnant, but it may not. And then you have the hangman, contemplation. Go ahead, baby Crones.
I was going to say, and then this is her first public relationship.
It is?
No.
Oh, okay.
Since her breakup with her last boyfriend, which had broken up with her during or shortly after her trials. And we know how that was for Megan Thee Stallion, having to relive her sex life in front of everybody on display to judge. So because of that, she had to shed herself. She had gone through this whole metamorphosis phase and growing and becoming a new Meg. And then here she comes and meets Klay Thompson along the way. And then 5 months, allegedly, into their relationship, they get pregnant. Yeah.
I mean, it shows she's pregnant, but, you know, maybe because I breathe the energy, I don't know. She got, to me, pregnant cards here. She's got the Ace, she's got the Queen, and she's got the Pentacle as a male child. But maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But do Meg want this baby if she's pregnant? Yes.
All right. Truly made out of love.
It's made out of love. She thinks it's a gift from God. Do he want it?
Okay.
Do he have any children?
I'll look that up.
Because she wants it. Again, on his side with the dark horse, I see some trepidation. I think it's some trepidation. It may be too fast for him. It may be too fast for her, but if she's pregnant, she's excited about it.
No, he does not have any children, but he has expressed interest in having kids.
Well, maybe that's why she's pregnant. How old is he? How old is she? What is she, 29, 30?
Let's see, that's a good question.
But either way, I see trepidation. trouble. And I see a black horse on top of it with the good news. It's like it's carrying a good news, but it's in a package. I don't know if it's his career. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to stand on that. They could be happy because they don't talk, but I do see some trepidation in this. I do. Not saying he don't want it, or maybe it may be something with the pregnancy. I don't know. Time will reveal what you said.
She's 30 and he's 35. And you know they have birthdays coming up next month.
Okay.
So.
And let's see. No, okay. No, I just had to trust it. I didn't even want to know. I just turned it over and I said, if you compare to this, I don't even know if this relationship going to last.
Okay. Yes, that's the question I did ask. I wanted to know about the relationship dynamics.
So, what is their future? Let me take from the beginning, like I always do. Let me take it right here. That's even. So I'll take this from the top and I'll sit it there. And I'll take this from the middle, which I feel, and then I'll read the bottom. Will this relationship last? Me taking it from the top.
Middle.
Me taking it from the middle, which that's my way of shuffling. And this says a pentacle. Again, this is a page. So again, it shows baby. It shows that she could possibly be pregnant or think she's pregnant or maybe have problems with the pregnancy or maybe not keep it. I don't know. I don't know. It could be the right one, but at the wrong time. I'm not clear because they're not talking. They're sitting side by side, but they're not talking about something. And yet this shows up at the base, which is the 12, which is the hangman, that let me know that something ain't right. Something ain't dealing right. But on top of them, I definitely see new beginnings. I see creative energy. I see that she wants it, but this darkness.
Yes, it's their foundation.
It's the foundation. Something ain't right with it. I don't know if this is a miscarriage or abortion or he's not ready for it or maybe he think or maybe she has to be careful. It's a tricky pregnancy. I don't know. I just see some trouble. I don't know to what capacity, but just know you heard it from me. This is the card that I would have picked. It's a burden. Again, it's a burden with him. It is a burden. This is not good if she's pregnant. And it could be not good for her either. And she could be topsy-turvy in between. Even though she love him and may love it, this may not be the right time.
Right.
And knowing that she don't know him very well. Could be a lot of that. Or it could just be a big, fat, real mistake. But I don't know. May have been out in these streets a very long time. I don't know how it could be a mistake. Or a 35-year-old man make a mistake. I don't get that. But anyway, this is the base.
Another page.
They all are pages of girls. But because this page, the page of Pentacles, would go more of a boy. More of a girl. And I think Pentacles is a girl. And we have two Pentacles. Girls? Pages are girls. But I'm saying, but he has a pentacle. Gotcha. So it could be a girl or it could be twins. But this is the bottom and this is the outcome card. I think what it is, there's some things they just have to work out. They have to work out. There are some things they have to work through. They're still new yet. If they survive it. I think right now it's a beautiful thing. I think the baby is coming too soon in their relationship. But what do I know?
Yeah.
I'm only a card reader. I wish them the best in whatever they do. Everything I say is allegedly. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't wish them no ill will. I just tell you what I see. And like I said, when you have cards like this show up and cards like that, and especially when it's going good, and then you see the pentacle that's stagnant on a black horse, the sign went up then. And you see this, it's not like they're doing bad. This just looked like beautiful thing. but maybe at the wrong time.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the best I
was
could
sitting
say.
here, and the best way that I could possibly think how this could have been a possible mistake is maybe maybe the fact that he, maybe they could use protection, and they always say that it could bust, and maybe
it could have been that. It could have been
one time that it's just like, oops.
Oh, oops, baby. Could have been. And that's what it seemed like. Okay, let me just go from the middle. Or let me go from here. Was it a oops, baby? Well, when you think of the chariot, what do you think about? You think of something swift. You think of something fast. You think of something moving, going forward, making landing, dealing with something, putting things in the past, packing it up, moving forward, looking for a higher place, being more mental, because this is an air card, am I right? So this is air. So this is air. This is moving forward. This is swift. This is really like, this is a riddle. Like a riddle. Can you solve the riddle? Because if you can solve the riddle, then your problem will be solved. That's like the Finks. This is what I'm picking up from them, is that. And on top, I can't make it up, folks.
Yeah.
Could be the right person, but at the wrong time. It could be. I just don't see this working too soon. So if you hear she's not, she could lose it. She could maybe not have it, or she could have trouble with her pregnancy. I just don't see this going smoothly. Or they could break up. Yeah. Either way, I just see hardship, and I see a burden, and I see twixt in between about it from now, like right now, just twixt in between about it. Having to make decisions and making the right decision for both of your lifestyle. That's what I see.
Yeah.
And I hope that makes sense. So this should be a happy time, but it's troubling also, because they haven't been knowing each other very long. And the media kind of frown on things like that. It's kind of clumsy. And because he's a football player, yes. So you got all this. So
I think he's a basketball player.
A basketball player, right here, a basketball player. So we'll see. It just looks like it's trouble ahead. This relationship, they not looking eye to eye, but they look in the same direction. They balance. From looking at them, there's no reason why they can't make it.
That's true.
But I do think he's finicky, and I think she's fiery. And I think that she love him. And I think that if she was pregnant, I think she would be loving it. But she could also be scared too.
I like that.
So we'll check back in, and let's see how this go in another month or so from now. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Did you enjoy this reading?
And like we said, we'll check back on this in a month. And hey, in the meantime, in between time, definitely check out Megan Thee Stallion social media and see if she's acting funny, covering herself up, wearing things puffy and big all of a sudden. You know how she likes to show off that body.
Because she didn't deny that she was pregnant, and she could be. She's how old?
30.
Why not?
Almost
when?
31.
When? If not now, you got this handsome man, you cute. We don't know. It could be a oops baby. Like baby Conconda could have bust. We don't know the ins and outs. All I know is I see dark matter. Time will reveal.
Yeah.
We got this to look back on.
But
I wish them no ill will, because I do know that they balance each other out. That is true. And you can get caught up in that. But sometimes we move too fast. And I think bringing a baby into a 5-month relationship is too fast. But sometimes things happen, and it can work for your good or it can work for your bad. And with that, I'm not saying. I'm just saying I just see dark matter. I don't know, but we're just going to give it a chance and see. The media will let us know.
Yes, it will.
So we'll see. So before I have anything bad for her, I will hope that she realizes she's not pregnant. But I don't know. It looks like she is. And if she is, I wish her nothing but the best of health.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion, love life, I suppose.
Yep, exactly.
I wish her nothing but the
Mhm.
best. You know, she deserves to be happy.
She
All of
really
us
does.
do, right?
Mhm.
So with that being said, like, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed it and you happen to get this far, please thumb us up. It is so much appreciated. And we thank you 1,000 in advance. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And if you like us, hype us up. Just hype us up. Hype us up. That's all you do. Hit the like, hype, and that's all. And with that being said, I don't really have anything else to say.
Leave your comments down below. How do you feel? What do you think?
Yeah, what are your opinion? And like I said, I don't know if she's pregnant. That's what it says. So when we go in from that angle and that angle alone. And that's it. So here we are with our hypothesis, right, of the cause. So we wish you have a wonderful, wonderful day, or whenever you read this evening. We hope this reading finds you in peace, and we hope that you find it enjoyable. And with that being said, you know what we say. Sunflowers.